In this section of our video, we're going to cover the new racking installation. This here is our baby BevMax, so it's, it doesn't have as many selections across it. It has 6 instead of 9. The installation instructions are basically the same. Just as you're watching, there's always some variations in like the screw head and just very, very slight things that won't match up completely. But basically this will definitely get you through the how to install the new racking system. Is very easy. At this point my machine has been emptied and I've unplugged it just for safety purposes, so you'll be able to kind of get your machine to this point, and then putting in the new racking system is very easy. What I'm going to do at this point, I guess with my duct tape that I advise you to have on hand, I'm going to cut it into 5 pieces, and this just helps with kind of taking out the trays. I definitely advise having this tape ready and doing it this way, because otherwise you'll be fighting getting the trays through here. Kind of battling this with these scissors. So my 5 pieces of tape. Because I'm cutting them about 2 to 3 inches long, and the purpose of this tape is to kind of wrap it around the connector where it goes on the circuit board, so you're able to pull it through a hole very easily, just so it kind of goes into a straight line. Another segment of this video kind of covers a 6-tray vendor and updating that, and you need the tape whether you're working on a 5 or 6-tray vendor. So we'll cut and have 5 pieces ready. All I'm going to do is go ahead and open the machine now. It's very important, just when possible, to have this door, the glass door, fully opened. I've done it where it's kind of coming here and it just takes a little bit longer to do it. So ideally, if you need to rearrange your machines, it's great having this door all the way open. At this point, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the control board and disconnect the wiring harnesses, and then I'm going to put the tape on them. If you have a Sharpie, it'll help. Like I always like to make a little drawing here. So I draw a rectangle, and the way that there's, on this 5-tray version, the tray on the far back is my A tray, then the B tray, the C, I'll have the D, because I'm going to take out 5, there actually will not be, the E tray is here, that's going to be the tray that's eliminated, and then there's the F tray. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is disconnect these wires. These are your tray wires, so I'm going to disconnect them. And they'll just pull off and come down. And these all disconnected, and then up here there's little, if the machine's not too old, these little pieces of plastic you want to be able to reuse these. So just gently, you'll take these off and just follow each one down. There's generally 1 or 2 of these, kind of keeping this harnessing neat against this wall right here. And they come down the bottom one additional here. So basically you just want to do this so the harnessing is all free. And then what I want to do, like right here, I'm trying to minimize the width of this, so I kind of have the harness against the back. And then I like to, I'll start this way. I like just to wrap this connector, and I kind of get this really tight. And I kind of get this folded over, and the reason is I kind of have this tapered, because I'm going to be gently pulling this through this hole here, and it just, believe me, this is a good little step right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and, I won't show you in the movie, but I'm going to end up tapering all these, so when I come back to the next segment of the movie, all of these will be, have this tape on them. I guess the next step here, when I pull this wiring harness through the hole, there's this insulation in here. It's kind of like gray putty. When I can, I like to pull it out. It's just important, don't throw these away, because they all need to be replaced. So this machine is relatively new. It's not too dried out. I'm able to pull these through on this side. Get these plugs out. Sometimes, just depending on how old the machine is, you have to, I use my screwdriver to push it out. This bottom tray right here, this will just slide out, so I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. Get ready to remove my trays. Saving all my putty. Generally the putty is kind of on both sides. It helps, it helps to pull it out on this side. And to get this back one, I have to undo this tray. And now that I've taken the putty out on this side, sometimes you can reach in and you can poke through with your finger. But there generally is two pieces. And here I am, I'm going from the back side, and since I pulled this side out, I'm able to pull this through. This machine's actually working really well. Here I pulled it, so essentially you want to be able to push or pull and get this putty out of the way to open up these holes. And this was the one that I showed you how I put this tape on here. So what I'm going to do is, I gently pull it here. Just no point in rushing. I'll have it straight here. Just pulls through very, very easy. So at this point, my A tray, I'm going to be able to remove this. On this particular vendor, there's 1/4-inch hex screws. Some screws, on some that I'm going to show you, like the 6-tray shelf, the old BCCs, we actually have to drill a hole. I mean, there's various methods of mounting. Like as I was designing the rack system, I've seen where there's tie straps on the front and back, and different sets of screws here. But in general, I do like there to be screws. I mean, if any of these screws are missing, there's some extra that's supplied in the parts kit. Now I like to take my 1/4-inch nut driver, and I'm going to go ahead and just remove all the screws now. Sometimes the trays will sag a little bit, kind of bind the screw. Very easy. So this tray right now is, the harness has been removed, screws are removed. I like to keep all my screws in a cup so nothing gets lost. So this tray is ready to be removed. I'm going to follow the same steps on the below trays. I might come back and show you the E tray in the video, just that's a little bit tricky. But at this point, you're going to just follow the same procedures to remove the below trays. Here, I kind of lift up, get over this ridge. I like to push it back. I put my hand underneath. And I'm just going to pull this forward. A little bit of a battle. Sometimes if you can get it to go sideways, it helps. Fight me here. So at this point I've got the tray out. I guess the secret on this is sometimes there's little edges on the side, but tilting it up on the right side made a nice difference. So I'm going to go ahead and just have an open work area and put these trays down on the floor. I always want my A to be on the bottom. The E rack, when I take it out, I'll show you in the next section of the video. I'm going to set that far away because that will not be going back into the machine. So I'm going to set this down, pull out the rest, and then I'll come back to you for the next segment.